I sat down on an ordinary chair in an ordinary room, like so many other rooms, at my laptop. The earth is under my touch, yet so far away down from my Google Earth view. Nothing is near or within reach, and nothing stirs my sense of touch. Looking is everything here. This is an alteration of Alois Riegel's beginning sentences of his 1899 essay, Die Stimmung als Inhalt der modernen Kunst. How is the sublime perceived when you are in the closest possible vicinity? The sounds, the visual disruption, the detail you can see, and the big picture you cannot. Take a marble quarry, for instance. Up close, when you are in the quarry, you are stunned by the scale and by the image that comes to your mind. Imagining the huge pieces of marble turning into buildings, sculptures, and anything else that your mind's eye can see. There is one picture that you physically see with your eyes, an object, part of an object, part of a landscape that is turned into an object, cut and broken into pieces to become an object, and yet another image in your mind, seeing that object transform into other things, going back and forth between these images and the scale of the objects they represent, makes you feel and perceive the sublime phenomena. You take one step back to see the bigger picture, to get some context. You cannot immediately change your perspective. The phenomena is so big that you need to spend time to get another perception. There are other patterns visible to your eyes for appreciation and comprehension. What do you know about this? What is it that you are looking at? Can you still count it as nature? When you move even further back, another pattern appears. All the cuts and machinery, the contrast between the natural and man-made pops out. Verschaffel argues that the image tries to turn the spectator into a witness, having him or her within the hearing distance, as he puts it, the beholder's realm. Landscape is a natural scene mediated by culture. It is both a represented and presented space, both a signifier and a signified, both a frame and what a frame contains, both a real place and its simulacrum, both a package and the commodity inside the package. According to Kant, the thing that is seen in a landscape image does not resemble what can be seen in reality. Instead, it represents a world that can only be seen in images. Verschaffel interpreted it as, and I quote, the image of the landscape makes something visible or represents a meaning that is not visible in itself. Kant's definition of the sublime is that it can be the idea of bigness beyond any ability to measure, or picture magnitude beyond any idea of magnitude. As Morton points out, we can't see everywhere all at once, not even with Google Earth. When we see X, we cannot look at Y. Cognitive science suggests that our perception is quantized. It comes in little packages, not a continuous flow. Our perception is full of holes. I argue that despite the fact that we can't see everywhere with our eyes, we develop an alternative mental picture, in this case a mental landscape that covers up for those holes in our perception. Imagination plays an important role in understanding environment. Paul Taylor, in his book Respect for Nature, argues that when you imaginatively opt to different standpoints, you gain a genuine understanding of the phenomena. This change of perspective is key in this visual essay. Sarah Ebenreich also emphasizes the potential of imagination and points out the powerful influence of metaphorical constructs of nature. Imaginative vision works as a vehicle to envision the perspective of other than human beings. Kant, in The Critique of the Power of Judgment, writes, "Now I say that the beautiful is the symbol of the morally good. Still, we see beauty in the possibly immoral. Do we need a change of perspective? A new landscape image, or as Coulson argues, knowledge?"